I remember my first year in ministry as a pastor. I had a small church, 3 small churches, but one of them was a new church. And the youth in that church, a small group of about 5 or 6, one day they came to me and they said, "Pastor, we have a problem." I said, "What's the problem?" "Well, we're working hard and preparing these AY programs and the adults are not supporting." So I said, "What is the problem?" And they were like, "Well, the adults are not supporting." And I said, "What is the problem?" They realized that I was trying to go somewhere. And so I said to them, "This is youth ministry. Why do you really want the adults to come?" And they were like, "Well, you know, we're working hard and all these programs." And I said, "Do you know how the AY started?" They didn't have a clue. So I said, basically it was 2 young people that came together. They were passionate about Jesus and they decided to go out and do something, and they started distributing literature, Christian literature. So they started thinking, and I said, what if you were to cut on programming and do more things for God? And they got excited. They decided to go out and to do surveys in the community to see if they could find people interested in Bible study. To make a long story short, they went out one Sabbath in 2 hours or less, and they came back with 50 Bible studies. And so from then on, they didn't have programs anymore. It was us getting together, getting the lessons, going out in twos, and then coming to share the experiences, to have a spiritual conversation, and to pray for one another, and then enjoy a social event on Saturday night. It was a phenomenal experience, and the group grew to about 20-something in about a year. Sometimes when I visit churches, I see that there is a lot of energy that goes onto programs, and yet very often many of the youth are not there. They're not in the church, period, or they're outside just waiting for the program to finish. I don't know in your church how things work, but what I want to challenge you to think, or maybe rethink, is that programs are a means to an end. And so youth ministry is not about programs. It's about specific goals and objectives. And then all the programs and activities are there to support those goals. And so I want to introduce you to a model that the GC created that basically summarizes the main goals and the principles of youth ministry. There are 4 circles, and they put Jesus in the middle, in the center, because Jesus should be the center of youth ministry, meaning leading young people to Christ. And around Jesus, to experience, to pursue community or fellowship, discipleship, and mission. And so I challenge you, as you plan, as you look forward to new things in youth ministry, to think about not so much programs, but principles.